We are going to demonstrate using a variety of different data types by creating a program to generate how many tiles we need for a backsplash. I'm going to call my program Tile Calculator. It's going to be version 4. I'm going to choose to deselect the sample code because I don't want to use the built-in code. I'm going to right-click on my source file, add a new Java class, call it Tile Calculator with my last name. And then we're going to add in the main method here. If I start to type main and hit tab, that puts in what we call the compact main method. What we want to use is the main method with the string args. We've gone ahead and completed some of the main method. Before we get started further though, don't forget to put in course comments when you are working with your programs and to do some calculations ahead of time. So I did some calculations so I know the square feet is 14.625 and I know eventually I'm going to need 16 tiles. And so that's creating what we call our test data before we actually execute and work through the whole entire problem. So we want to calculate how many tiles we need to order at the store in order to get our backsplash fixed. So we've got a length and a width for in inches for the backsplash, and our area in inches is going to be the product of those two stored to a variable. And if we output that, then we see that we have 2106 square inches. The next step is I need to figure out, well, how many square feet is that? Because that's generally how they calculate it and order it at the store. They don't usually order by square inches. So I'm going to calculate the number of square feet needed by taking the inches divided by 144, because there's 144 inches, square inches per square foot. And that's what we call a conversion factor. So the first thing that I want to discuss here is the fact that this is a magic number. And so when I do this calculation or I work with this, I really need to eliminate that magic number. So I'm going to create a constant, which in Java is created using the keyword final. And we're going to do inches underscore per foot. And it's actually inches per square foot. So it's the number of inches per square foot. And I'm going to replace the 144 with that constant. I've calculated this before or prior, so I know I'm supposed to get 14.625, but it is throwing me or giving me a 14. So I've got a problem. It is truncating my data. It is doing integer division because it's taking an integer divided by an integer and it's storing it to an integer. So I first need to understand what data types I'm working with and what my results should be. So I really should get a double here. When I go ahead and do that calculation and change it to a double, it changes my results to 14. So it still truncates that 0.625, and that's because I'm still working with an integer and an integer here on the right-hand side. So I need to convert these to a double somehow in order to get this to work. There's two ways that I can go about this. I can cast area in inches to a double, and then when I do the calculation, it will use a double value to do this division. So instead of an integer divided by an integer, it will be taking a double divided by an integer and produce a double result. That's one way that I can resolve this issue, and that's called casting. I changed this data type temporarily. If I wanted it to be a little bit more permanent, I could come up here and I could change this data type to double, which means I would not have to do the casting and I would get the same result. So these are some intricacies that you need to be aware of when working with a variety of different data types. Next, I want to then calculate how many tiles I'm going to need altogether. And I know that I should end up with a total of 16 tiles. So my tiles are 11.75 by 11.75. I'm going to calculate the square foot per tile. I need to eliminate this magic number again. So I'm going to divide by my inches per square foot. And we are going to get a double value here. I want then to find out how many total tiles I need. So tiles needed will be my total square footage divided by the square foot per tile. That result, because it's a division, is going to produce a double. And it's telling me this. It's giving me an error. It says required type is an integer, but you're provided a double. Well, let's kind of see what it's going to give us if I make this a double. Although in the long run, I don't want that to be a double. Let's see what happens. When I do this calculation, and if I were to output it, that might help you see what is happening here. So we're going to do tiles needed, and then we're going to concatenate our variable tiles needed to that. We're going to see that the number of tiles needed when it gets calculated is 15.253. So I need more than 15 tiles. So I actually have two things that I have to worry about here. Number one, I've got to get that calculation to go up. I need it to be basically rounded up, but I can't use normal rounding rules. So I need to use a special math function. I happen to know that that math function is the ceiling function. So I'm going to use math.ceil. And before I go any further, what pops up here is something called the API. So notice it's giving me some hints here. It says it's going to take in a double and it's going to return a double. And then over here, it gives me a lot more information. It returns the smallest, closest to negative infinity double value that is greater than or equal to the argument. So I know my argument is 15 point something. What's the largest integer bigger than that? Is, or the first integer larger than that, the smallest integer larger than that is going to be 16. And so that's what it's going to return. But more importantly is I want you to notice that this is a hint as to what is inputted. This is an input parameter and what is outputted. So math.ceil is going to output a double. And so that's going to round up and it's going to output a double. So now we're going to get 16.0. You and I know that 16.0 is 16 tiles, but you also should be aware that 16.0 means that it is a double data type. So just to be crystal clear, I want to change that data type back to an integer because when I go to order tiles, it should be an integer value, but now I have another issue going on. It's telling me that I need an integer. If I hover over this ceil, it's going to tell me that ceiling returns a double. We're going to try to get the IntelliSense to work here a little bit. And it has a possible solution for us. So it says required type int, provided double, you want to cast to an integer. Well, let's just try that. If I cast to an integer, it automatically puts the casting in there for me. So it's going to do the calculation as a double. It's going to cast it to an integer and then store it to my integer variable. So when I go ahead and do that calculation, now I get the correct number of tiles that I need is 16. So in this little video, we worked with basically two primitive data types, integer and double, but more importantly, we really talked or discussed about the fact that you need to understand how and what you are trying to calculate and what data types should be appropriate. You also need to understand that when you work with these functions, such as the ceiling function in math, if I click on that IntelliSense pops up. You can start to learn how to read this IntelliSense and the API is what that's actually called, in order to understand how some of these methods are working. And then lastly, we did eliminate a magic number by replacing the 144 with the inches per square foot. So a small example that actually demonstrates quite a few things that you should employ during this course in order to make your programs robust and industry proof, so to speak.